Right, good morning. Today is the 24th of September 2025 and we are just about to go and pick Keith up from the airport today. It's not technically the first day of Sukkot. The first day of Sukkot is the 1st of October, but because Keith is coming over, because he's staying, it feels like the start of Sukkot, so I know it's not technically. So it's currently nearly 7:45. We're going to go and pick him up, drive to Manchester Airport, and then we're going to take it from there. So let's get going. Yeah, so we're starting off and there's been a crash on the motorway, which is an excellent start today. So we're going to be slightly late, hooray. So we're currently stuck in the traffic. I think we should potentially still be on time, but it's cutting it fine. So we're still stuck in traffic. It's very, very slow moving. Right, so Keith has rang, he's landed. He sounds very tired, and I'm not surprised because he's had a long haul flight over the Atlantic. His flight has landed a little bit early, and with that traffic, it means that I am 10 minutes late on picking him up, which is not ideal because the last thing that you want after such a long flight is to not be picked up straight away, but there was nothing I could do about it. Keith is one of the nicest guys you will ever meet. He's such a solid guy, really super strong in the faith, and just an all-round brilliant person. The plan is to pick him up and to potentially go get some shopping, go back to my house. And it's kind of like a customary thing now for whenever I go and pick anybody up from the airport who's travelling in for a church festivity, is to go for a walk around Rivington Pike. So we're potentially going to go for a walk around Rivington Pike, and then we're going to go down to my mum's and have some tea, because my mum and dad wanted to meet Keith, so she's cooking up something, some traditional English food, which should be nice. Last time I went down to my mum's a couple of weeks ago, I ended up being fatter when I left because she cooks a lot of food. So I've got the feeling today will be the same, but if we have a good walk around Rivington Pike and don't eat too much beforehand, hopefully that should counterbalance it. So that's the plan. At Manchester Airport, they charge you even for a couple of minutes, which is a bit ridiculous. Express pickup point, green. I think that is what we want. Don't know if you have to get a token or if you don't. It always confuses me, this place. I had to get up at 6 o'clock this morning. I'm not used to getting up at 6 o'clock. I normally get up at 9 o'clock. And I've had some breakfast, but I'm starving. I think you just go down, park in a space, like here, and then that's us. We'll go and find Keith. Alright, so it's 8:49. And apparently we've got 15 minutes to pick somebody up and get back out, and it still costs you £6.10p. Cheers. There we go. Keith.
Good to see you. Oh, it's great seeing you, man.
So we found Keith, we've arrived. Luckily he was stood exactly where he should be, so that's perfect. Amazing news, amazing news. Right, so mission successful. We're gonna get out of this car park now. I think we'll do it within the 15 minutes. We just been watching a lady swig whiskey at 8:30 in the morning in the airport, and she seemed rather happy about it. So what we need to do now is set the sat-nav to get us back out of here. Hopefully the traffic won't be too bad on the way back. It was strange, there was no token when I came in, and normally when you come into this place you have a token and then you put it in the barrier here and then you pay.
Oh, I remember that. Well, they took it away.
Yeah. Express pickup. Remember to pay by midnight tomorrow. So, yeah, last time I forgot, and I think I got a £60 fine, which was which was nice. So that's the hard bit done. We've made it to the airport, and we got out of the airport, and now the adventure properly begins. All right, so let's get some fuel. Pay at cashier. Already got it open. It's got a very small fuel tank, with it being a Toyota. It's quite fuel efficient. That's the reason why I got it. Because it's a taxi. But Toyotas are renowned for being super reliable cars where you need very, very little maintenance. So at the moment I'm getting 60 mpg, but you can if you're real careful. I was getting 64 mpg when I was doing the taxis before I started trying to do a little bit more on the YouTube. So we're on nearly 30 litres. Yeah, so just on 30 litres, 38 quid. Not bad to fill the tank. It was a quarter full. There we go, got my glove on. All right, the fuel is in, let's go get some shopping. So we've arrived in Tesco in Wigan to pick up some supplies. So this is where we're at. A little known fact, if you're not from around here, this actually used to be Central Park, Wigan Rugby's football ground. And I think they knocked it down in 1999 and they built a Tesco, which is very nice of them. So kind of like an historic place. All right, so we're done with Tesco now. I couldn't film in there because they had the music playing, but I got the basic essentials like water, chocolate, tea, milk, cat litter, bread. So we're going to go to Lidl next, and I like to get my fruit and salad from Lidl. It just tends to be a bit better quality than Tesco. Right, so we've done Tesco. Now we're going to do Lidl. There she is. Let's find a space. I don't want to get any door dinks. So I'll do that there. I think that's us good. Right, so we're in Lidl and they have this thing, it's called like Lidl Plus, and it's like a loyalty card basically, and every now and again they give you a free item. And for years and years and years I never ate any of this stuff, and they started giving me free items, and then I had these chocolate donuts, like it's got like this chocolate infilling inside, absolutely amazing. I bit into it and it just exploded in my moustache everywhere, but it was one of the nicest things that I've ever eaten. It was really nice. And then I like these pastries as well. But I'm not going to get any of this stuff today because I'm going to my mum's, and my mum's already going to cook a lot. But it worked. It got me addicted to all the stuff in all the chocolatey sweets in Lidl. So I get. This is the reason why I come here. I get the lettuce. It's really nice, sweet and crunchy. I get like the bananas and the apples, and we're going to go and get some Greek yogurt as well. And the Greek yogurt's really good value. So with the Greek yogurt, you can get like the authentic, proper Greek yogurt. How well you can see that, but I get that it's like the Greek style. It's like twice as much, and it's cheaper. So it's like $1.75 for a kilo, where this is $1.25 for 500 grams. So it works out a lot better anyway. It's just as good, in my opinion, or close. All right, so one of the other things that I get, so like they have Weetabix, but I get like the fake Weetabix, and I actually find that it's nicer. So I really like this. All right, so we've eaten. All the bags are unpacked, and we're going to go to Liverpool Castle. Like I said, it's become a bit of a ritual to take people that fly in to Rivington Pike, and Keith the kind soul has actually watched the Rivington Pike video already, so we're going to do Liverpool Castle first, and then we're going to do Rivington Pike, and then we're going to go to my mum's for my tea. So we've got changed, we've got warm coats on because potentially it could be cold up as we go up the Rivington Terraced. Easy for me to say. Right, so we're heading towards Liverpool Castle, and if you know anything about Rivington, you know that the roads are really nice to drive on the long road around here. When I used to be really into my cars and I had a few nice cars, if I wanted to test them out or if I wanted to have like a really fun drive, this is the place that I'd go to. And if you live around these parts and you vlog about cars, then this is the place you go to vlog about cars, because the roads are that nice. And I forget the name of the road, Belmont Road I think it is, and basically you go down this road here and then you go left and it takes you up to Pigeon Tower car park, and that road is one of the best roads all around the place to drive cars. It's a beautiful drive. Anyway, so a bit of a potted history of Liverpool Castle. You might be wondering, or you may not be wondering, why Liverpool Castle is in Horwich, or well, I think it's Bolton that are actually in here. And the reason is Liverpool Castle was destroyed many years ago, and then Lever, what he did was he wanted to build a replica of the ruins of Liverpool Castle. So that's what he did. He started building the ruins, and he completed it to a certain extent, but he never finished it. He died before it finished. So these are the ruins of Liverpool Castle. It's quite nice. On the other trips that I've done, I've not been here yet on the ones that I've vlogged. So it's the first time. If you're coming around here, the Rivington, it's quite a nice place to eat. I've not driven in this car park for a while, but I'm sure it's coming up on the right. It is, yeah. So you turn in here, you park in the car park, and then you walk along the reservoir until you get to Liverpool Castle, and it's well worth a visit, as we're about to discover. I think we're just gonna park in behind this other Toyota, and then we'll get going. Right, so we've arrived and we're walking through. It's a rather nice area. So it's a lovely day. We're just speaking to Keith about the American temperatures and the English temperatures. So it's currently 17, which is 61 if you're in America. So there's an adventure place down there. It's called Go Ape, and basically you can go in it and you can climb up the trees.
Well, let's go have an adventure.
Well, let's go and have a look at it. As you may or you may not know, if you've ever watched any of my hiking videos, I am not the best for heights at all. So previously, stuff like this I wouldn't have even entertained. But as part of my cycle of trying to deprogram myself from being afraid of heights, I would attempt something like this, just to acclimatise myself to heights. But I went on something like this when I was younger, when I was a child, and was at school, and it was one of the things that made me terrified of heights, because it climbed up, and the winch, it wasn't set right. And basically what happened was it was really hard to climb down, and I think that was what was one of the things that was like the trigger for me originally, being afraid of heights. But Liverpool Castle is set on this reservoir here, and we're going to walk along it. I don't think it's open today, but it's like this Go Ape stuff. It's like zip wires and climbing apparatus where you can climb amongst the trees. But we'll have to do it another day, luckily.
Oh, it's muddy. Yeah, this thing's pretty cool. All right, my name's Keith. So I was just telling Damien about how I used to be afraid of heights, and how I got over my fear. So basically, what is this? Oh, it's a squirrel. Where's your red squirrels? I've never seen a red squirrel.
They do exist. I think you have to go to Formby.
They do exist.
Yeah, but like,
I feel like they're like a unicorn.
Taken out by the
by a squirrel like that.
Grey squirrels. Yeah, we used to be all red squirrels, but now it's mainly grey.
That's what I hear. Yeah. It's sad. Anyways, so I used to be afraid of heights growing up, and I remember one time when I was about 16 years old, me and my family, we got on a Ferris wheel, and we had this little girl with us. She's like two years old, and I'm terrified. I'm in the middle of the Ferris wheel, like holding onto the pole, and she goes, "Keith, stop being a baby." So I had this 2-year-old girl telling me to stop being a baby because I was afraid of heights. That was ridiculous. And I'm from Oklahoma. And in Oklahoma City, there's an amusement park, Frontier City. We used to go there every year as a family, and I have 3 brothers and my dad. Every time we went, they would ride the big rides, the roller coasters, the rides that go really high and does the flips and stuff like that. I would never have done that, never. Anyways, how I got over my fear of heights. When I was about 21, no, this is before I was 21. About 19, 20, I'll say. Went down to Six Flags over Texas, and I decided to ride this ride. What it is, it's they harness you in. There's 2 of you, so it's me. It was with my brother, me and my brother. They put us in a harness, and then by this rope, they pull you up, like really high up in the air. They pull you up, and then once you get to the top, you're supposed to pull the rope, and then you free fall for a while. So the lady tells me that, okay, once you hear my voice, I'll shout once you get all the way to the top, and then you have to pull it. I really was terrified at this point. I was like, no way, I have to pull the rope. I thought you just released me. And she goes, no, you have to pull it. I really, the whole time going up in the air, I was thinking, as soon as I hear her voice, I have to pull it. Otherwise, I'm just going to hesitate and I'm not going to pull it. So we're going up. I am shaking. It is terrifying. And as soon as I saw her lift up her hand like this, I just immediately pulled it. We went falling down. And as soon as the rope caught, we just started to swing. And immediately, as soon as the rope caught and we swung, it's like all that fear just left and it just turned into laughter. And after that, I have never been afraid of heights ever again. So going back to amusement park in Oklahoma City, I rode every ride that I would like pass up before. Right. So that's how you do it. You just go to Six Flags to get on that ride that takes you all the way up, and then just let it fall. And you will never be afraid of heights ever again. True story. Damien, that's what you have to do.
Thank you. So just walking along, I don't know how well you can pick it up with the camera, but you can see all the other Go Ape stuff. So it's like a big walkway where you walk along the whole reservoir by air. So I'm on my vlogging camera, which is my Action 5, which is different to the Pocket. So it's not as good at taking scenic shots, but I just wanted to get that little bit in because I do, as I mentioned in previous videos, I have a little thing for running water and bodies of water and tranquil streams. So I just wanted to fit that in, just walking along the reservoir, along the path. This is the route that you go. I think it's about a 20-minute walk from the car park, but it's definitely worth a visit. As I fall over.
Oh, I thought you fell off the tree.
No, not the tree, just down the valley. I thought
Don't get on here.
I thought there was a good chance that you could fall off and I was going to film it, but instead I fell down.
There's no chance of me falling off. I'll jump down.
But it is a lovely area. We're walking around because you have to do a little detour to pass this stream. I think technically you could walk over there.
Well, there is that log that you can cross.
Should we try it?
I don't want you to fall off of it.
I probably would fall off it.
Let's just stay on the path.
Let's stay on the path. Let's go.
Stay on the path.
That was my little trip that I just had. So yeah, we're just approaching the entrance to Liverpool, the ruins of Liverpool Replica Castle. Just peeking out beneath the trees and the shrubbery. It's pretty epic, really. I was surprised the first time I came here and seen it that it even existed. Like I said, just on the water.
Wow.
Well, we'll do a full walk round. I think we'll go that way. I was just thinking with Keith explaining his story about getting over the fear of heights. Like on Instagram, sometimes you can watch them reels where there's a guy and he's like the roller coaster operator. It's quite a scary ride, and he'll go, "Oh, there's a malfunction with the seatbelt." That's my phone ringing. One of my many alarms. And he basically says, yeah, the seatbelt's malfunctioning, or there's a problem with whatever it is, and then he clicks the button, and then the guys start the ride thinking that it's broke, and it just terrifies them, and it's like you can see them, and they're just petrified beyond belief. And then there's other people where they're on the rides and they shoot up in the air and they pass out as they're going up in the air, and then they regain consciousness and then realise they're in the middle of the air and then pass out again. So it just reminded me of that. It's a pretty epic place that's definitely worth a visit. You can walk up and climb up. They've made some bits so you can't, and they've done it a little bit safer, but we're going to have a little walk through. So like I said, as they were building it, basically, he died. So they stopped doing it, and it was never going to be the complete castle anyway. It was going to be the ruins of Liverpool Castle. Last time I came up, which was about 10, 12 years ago, there were just kids everywhere climbing up it. going along the walls. I don't know if I'm brave enough to do that today. I don't think you can get up in the same way. I think that this path has been knocked down a little bit, so you can't get up in the same way that you used to be able to. So in previous videos, after I watched them back, I kept using the same words to describe places, like kept saying stunning or phenomenal. So I'm consciously trying to not say the same words over and over again. But let's have a little walk around, do the final bits. Can't remember if we've been in this part or not. I don't think we have. No. See where this door leads to. Ooh. Scraping on my bag. There's a fair few slug marks on these walls. So this would have been a spiral staircase, and it would have led up to there. I'm not sure if it was completed. I think it was actually completed, and they've torn it down so that you can't get up. Just to make it a little bit safer. Let's go and have a look at the final bit. So these are just the foundations. But I think they're quite high actually. Let me see if I can climb up with one hand. See if that's possible. Just want to show you how high up we are. You know it anyway because we walked along the path to get here. Ooh, makes me go queasy being so close to the edge. I've still got a long way to get over this fear of heights. But as you can see, we're quite high up, so even though up here it looks like there's not a lot left of it, there is like quite a bit that's been built up from the ground floor. I nearly fell over again then. So I'm good at tripping up. Like I said in that other video, I would have tripped up anyway. And at least there's no fires for me to fall in today. So there we go. That's the quick tour around Liverpool Castle. We're going to go up to Rivington Pike. You can actually see it in the background up there. I'm not sure because of the quality of this camera how well you can see it, but you can see Rivington Pike. That is where we're going to head up to in a minute. So there we go. Right, so that's the whistle stop tour of Liverpool Castle done, and we're going to go around Rivington Terraced Gardens next. That's our next stop. I just wanted to do an outside view of the ruins of Liverpool Castle before we left with Rivington Terraced Gardens, because I've already done a video over Rivington Terraced Gardens. We're not going to do a big super tour on this camera on that. I'll just refer you to the other video, and there is a short version of that video that I will be launching in the not too distant future. So we're just walking along back to the car, and you can see like all the trees have been strategically planted to give like a tree walkway. Thought it was quite nice. I'm not sure how well it shows up on camera, but in real life it looks nice. Right, so we're just heading up to Rivington Terraced Gardens. Make sure we don't crash into anything. It's lovely around here, especially when the sun's shining like today. Right, so we've just arrived at Rivington, and Kerry mentioned something to me when we went for the walk, and I never realised this when I shot the Rivington Pike video, but it says do not use drones. Drone use not permitted. and I actually didn't know that. I'd never seen this sign before. It was only when we went for the Trumpets Walk that I'd seen that sign. It must be quite a new sign, but
Must have put it up after you did it.
no, maybe it did, maybe it didn't, but I'd never seen it before. So I just wanted to say, like with the Rivington videos, I did use a drone, but I honestly did not know that there was a sign saying don't use a drone. And I think it's a bit harsh really, because you're not meant to use drones in built up areas, and this is like one of the unbuilt up areas. So there you go. Anyway, so I was just mentioning the story to Keith, and I just wanted to put it in there, just to, if you ever did come for a walk at Rivington and think, oh, Damien flew a drone there, I honestly didn't know. So there we go. So we are doing the very quick whistle top store, but we couldn't not do Levers Bridge. So we're at Levers Bridge. What an epic place. So we're just heading our way up the ravine, looking at all the sights. I do think that this is a particularly nice area. It's the kind of area that you come to it and it never gets boring. It really doesn't. I could walk here every day and discover something new. So we're at the Chinese gardens now. I'm pretty tired. There's no two questions about it. So I know I said in the video I got up at 6, so I had my Weetabix at 6:30, and then I had an apple when we got back to the house before, and that's all I've had. So I'm feeling a little bit hungry, but I need to save some space for my mum's big feed that she's creating later on. So it doesn't mean I'm not really hungry right now. What time is it, Keith?
3:18.
3:18. So I think tea's booked for 7 o'clock. So still a fair way to go till I get fed properly. Right, so we're at the top of Rivington Pike. So that's the tower. It is quite windy, but it's one of those days that is very, very clear. So you might not be picking it up in camera, but you can see the Lake District, and it's just a very, very clear day. And there you can see the Snowdon Mountains, the Welsh Mountains, and then over here, Manchester. And if you walked up Winter Hill, you'll be able to see all Pennines. But it's an amazing place up here. Really good day for it, and just wanted to share it in the video. Obviously, like I said, I've made other videos, but it's just a really nice place to be. There's many memories for me up here. I love it. So it's pretty cold. I've had to put my hat on, but we're up here. I just wanted to document it on film. Me and Keith spending a special day up in Rivington Pike. What a day! Right, so we are back in the car park now. I'm going to head down to my mum's. There's a small chance, hopefully, if it's still light, that we're going to go and have a look at the place where I grew up, and the other house that I used to live in, because it's in Radcliffe. It's close to where I live. But I am absolutely starving. I am so looking forward to this meal. I cannot wait to eat. Right, so this is the road that I was speaking about earlier in the video. That is a really nice place to drive. So I've turned the camera on because I just wanted to give you a little witness of it. We're driving a Toyota Corolla Estate Hybrid. So you can only get a certain amount of pleasure from these cars. It's predominantly based as a taxi on economy. But what I'll do is I'll put a little overlay of one of the cars that I used to drive. Wind that window up so there's not as much noise. And if you could have pictured me driving that car over this hill, the amount of fun that you would have. And I had many great drives along this road. If you are anywhere near this location, it's a road you want to drive in a nice car, It's a national speed limit road, and it's got all the twists and turns and bends that you would want when driving a nice car that is designed to challenge the environment around here. So it's called Belmont Road, I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure it is called Belmont Road. And yeah, it's just a really, really nice place to drive. As you can see, these people here, they've got the motorbikes because they're going to be doing exactly that. Most places in England, they started to put average speed cameras up and just make it difficult for you to drive in a way that is pleasurable. And I'm not advocating breaking any laws. I'm just talking about, you know, enjoying a nice, fun drive. But like I was saying, back in the day, they used to have motorbike races, car races all along this road. And it was just renowned for being a good place to drive, which it is. So it's bringing back all the happy memories of those epic drives. There's a church at the end, that's how you know you get to the end of it, but it's just, they've actually re-tarmacked this road, which has made it even better. I think last time I drove down it, that it hadn't been tarmacked. There was quite a few potholes in it, but yeah, a really epic drive where you get to challenge your car, especially if it was built for that kind of use. Right, so I grew up in Radcliffe. I'm going to my mum's for tea, so I just wanted to show Keith where I lived, where I grew up. So we're doing it in slightly the reverse order. This is fourth place. This is where I moved to when I was 15, but just because of time constraints, because it's going to go dark and because we'll be late if we don't do it this way. So this is the house, fourth place. I spent many a time in that house and many adventures. So yes, let's wind the window down. No, I suppose it doesn't matter now, we've already passed it, but yes, with these back alleys, blocked it all up. But yeah, this is where I spent a lot of my time when I was 15, all the way up until about 25. This is where I grew up. Right, so this is the place where I grew up originally. It's called Joseph Street. It's in Radcliffe in Manchester. So I used to live with my grandma originally. That's what you call the back inns. It's the back alley to the house, but we used to play down there. There was no tree or anything originally when I was around there. But this was called the top. So you'd play out on the top. And then this was the actual street. When I lived here, it was a cobbled street. So it was only like part way through that they actually tarmacked it. So that was the house that I grew up in, number 17, on Grandma's. And then I moved all the way across the road to number 14. That's where I grew up. If you've ever heard my testimony, and I talk about a few ghost stories, that was the house that I was talking about with the ghosts in it. So that's for another time. So anyway, that's the whistle stop tour of where I used to live. Where we're going to my mum and dad's, I never lived here, they moved afterwards. So, but that's where we're going now. And we're due there at 7 o'clock and it's 10 to 7, so we're just on time. Right, so we've just arrived outside my mum's house. Jeff Van Dusen was the first American to come and visit my mum and dad. It was for Passover last March, early April. So they've never, when they asked about Keith and I said about him being a Native American, and they were a bit set back at first. They weren't sure what to expect, and then I showed him a photo of Keith on my Instagram, and he goes, "Oh no, he looks normal." So I think they was expecting, when I said Native American, they was expecting the full outfit.
I left that at home.
So,
Decided to dress like I was English on this trip.
but like I said, like Keith is like an amazing guy, and it's going to be a pleasure to introduce Keith to my parents. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Let's go get some tea.
Let's get some food.
How's my hair? I've been wearing a hat all day.
Yeah, fine. Wouldn't worry about it. Hi, Dad. We've been up to Rivington Pike, having a walk around. How are you keeping?
Alright. You need to check.
This is Keith.
Keith, all your hats,
I am, Mum.
Hi, Keith.
You okay?
How's it going?
Alright. Nice to meet you. Come on, come in.
Pleasure.
Hi.
Hi, how are you? Oh, let's give you a hug.
All right, how are
Nice
you?
meeting you.
Are you tired?
I'm very tired.
Ooh, so
Maybe you pick me up and you decided, hey, let's have an excursion already.
You're going to have a lie down, you know.
ooh.
While you out.
This is Damien's favourite, then, you know.
Yeah, so this is the finished article. Right, we have gravy on it. So I've not poured my gravy on it yet. It's just waiting for me. But when I said it was a heavy meal, it's
Sit down here,
definitely going to be a
here.
heavy meal. I like jam tarts. I love jam tarts. Can't wait to dive
You've
in.
been before, though, to Britain, haven't you?
So this is my mum's famous apple pie.
That's a lot to live up to. I don't know why I can never get it underneath. So it all drops apart. Got it.
We're having the custard, apple pie and custard. Nice small piece. That's Mum's piece there.
Say, Mum is really fat. Mum isn't having a piece. I haven't got the room.
Yum yum.
Well, let's see this custard go on.
And he's saying it's about time. Your dad can have that. Which is the biggest fruit. I meant to cut it also.
Yeah.
Or do you want that between you?
I like this. This bit's probably the biggest bit. That one. But I'll
You can have that between you as well if you want.
Right.
Or is that too
we'll
much?
see. We'll see how we feel after we've eaten it.
I think, yeah, just having one.
Yeah,
That's
alright, no,
fine
that's
for me.
fine. So it's all greedy.
Go on, pork custard. I'm waiting for the custard to go on.
Greedy's picked that one. Right. I will get his spoon.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stop talking. 'Cause I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, there you go.
Thank you.
Might give you dad some custard.
Famous custard.
Well, I hope so. Famous. I forgot now to make
I can
it.
burn my mouth, but yeah. So
Yeah.
we're having the easy for me to say apple pie and custard.
Have you put enough?
Dad smells it. He's in.
Yeah,
Don't think he'd keep him away. So we've had the apple pie. Now we're going to go on to the jam tarts.
Oh yeah, I forgot you said.
Oh.
I made them for you.
This is my tent that I've had stored in my dad's shed. So we're going to take it back to my house. And there's a lot to fit in this car for Sukkot, an incredible amount. So we made it back from my mum's safe and sound. And I realised as I was editing the video together that we never actually did an outro. So I'm going to do the outro. I just wanted to say thank you for watching. It was a manic first day, very, very tired. And we're both very tired. But I have actually edited the video at the end of the day to just try and get it done. So if you did like the video, maybe consider subscribing, dropping us a comment, especially seeing as like the non-Everton videos aren't very popular. The more likes and more comments you could drop, that would really, really help me out. So we're going to be doing vlogs of Keith's entire time here, We're also going to the football, watching the football, doing a vlog of that, and we're going to vlog the whole of Sukkot. So I've tried to do this particular vlog a little bit more on the fly, a little bit more fast paced, and without the what do you call it, the voiceover afterwards. So it's had the voiceover as you go along. It's been a slightly different style, more of a throwback to my old school videos that I used to do originally back in the day. Anyway, like I said, thanks for watching, really appreciate it, and we'll see you soon. Take care.